Hey everyone, welcome back to AI for Procs. Today we are going to learn how to manage Azure cloud with the help of PowerShell. Okay, so I will tell you that how we can install the PowerShell modules for the Azure, how we can connect to the Azure accounts, and then probably how we can check the resources within Azure with the help of PowerShell, how we can go within different subscription and check the resources running on those subscriptions. Okay. So guys, PowerShell, as we know, is most powerful automation tool. Okay, so Azure itself provide a module which can help us to manage all the Azure resources with the help of PowerShell. Whether that is deployment, whether that is to get the data, whether to manage the resources, whether modify any resources, anything can be performed with the PowerShell. So why PowerShell for Azure management? Automate repeated tasks, eliminate work by scripting, routing Azure operations, save hours each week and reduce human efforts that can lead costly misconfiguration. Okay. So when we are doing the configuration with the help of the scripting, it will help us a lot that we are not making any misconfiguration. Okay, we can manage at scale, go beyond the Azure portal UI limitations, deploy, configure hundred of resources simultaneously with single script. So instead of managing each resource one by one from the Azure, rather we can create a script to deploy or manage hundred of resources. Seamless integration that we can easily connect the Azure cloud with the help of PowerShell. We also can use the PowerShell in the DevOps pipelines, and from that we also can deploy the resources or manage the resources. Consistent deployment is something that script complex deployment and configuration to ensure consistency across environment, version control your infrastructure as a code. So how exactly we can do? So first of all, in case you are managing the Azure cloud from some server or your laptop, then probably you have to install the Azure PowerShell module for that. Okay, and it can be anything, whether you want to use Windows machine, Linux machine, or Mac operating system. PowerShell is available for all, and you can download the PowerShell 7 for that, and you can install the Azure module in your PowerShell, which will help us to uh, manage the resources in Azure. The second thing, you have to authenticate with the Azure. So connect-az account is a commandlet which will help you to authenticate within the Azure. When you run this command, it will ask your Azure cloud credential, and from there you can connect. Another thing is that there is a Azure Cloud Shell. You don't need to log in alone. You simply can directly log into Azure Cloud Shell. Okay. And in that Azure Cloud Shell, you can manage the resources directly. I will show you how we can do that. Keep updated, regular update Azure PowerShell to access the latest feature. So it is advisable. Keep your modules updating time by time so that all the new capabilities will be continue added in your modules library. Quick setup, guys. So installation, as we said, how we can install. So there is a command, install hyphen module hyphen name AG. AG is the name of that module, and hyphen repository PS gallery. So if you run this command, it is going to install your PowerShell module in your laptop or whatever operating system you are using. Okay. And how to connect? You simply connect hyphen AZ account, then it will ask for your credential. After that, if you will run the command get hyphen AG subscription, it will tell you all the subscription what are available. And to switch to a particular subscription to see the resources or to manage the resources, you have to go to that context of that subscription, which the command for that is set hyphen AG context and subscription ID. Okay. So I will tell you how to do that. Core concept ARM and PowerShell commandless Azure Resource Manager model. So all Azure resources are managed through the ARM model, supporting both declarative ARM template and imperative PowerShell commands for maximum flexibility. So guys, there are some ARM templates are supported. Instead of you can declare those values in a template. Okay, and with the help of PowerShell, you also can deploy those templates. Okay, so this is something you heard about the biceps templates or ARM templates, which can be written in a JSON form, and you can simply use PowerShell to deploy those templates in the resource groups. Command and naming convention. So command for Azure is same in verb and AG noun pattern. So there is AG terms which is added. So each command in Azure you will see with AG and then the resource name. Okay, for example, AG get hyphen AG VM, new hyphen AG resource group, set hyphen AG storage account. So AG will be in front of each noun. Okay. Resource group organization. So resource group act as a logical container for related Azure resources, enabling you to manage lifecycle permissions and billing as a cohesive unit. So you know guys, resource group is a logical containers in the Azure. Each resources has to be put inside a resource group. Subscription and context management to work uh, across multiple Azure subscriptions seamlessly using get-ag subscription and set-ag context switch. So guys, when I will be showing you the demonstration, so in case we have multiple subscription, right? So how to manage those resources within the different subscription? So when we are using PowerShell, and if I want to see the resources from a particular subscription, I have to go inside that subscription first. Then only I can see the resources. Understand the PowerShell structure. So we have to authenticate, we have to go context selection in which subscription I am trying to work, and then I have to run the commands, what exactly, whether I want to query, run, modify, or I want to create the resources, and then probably I can verify the result. So this is the diagram for it, simply that if I want to manage the Azure resources, so these are the resources which I can creating and managing resources in. So as we said, the simple commands are there. This is just create a Azure resource group, new hyphen AG resource group, then name of resource group, and I have to provide the mandatory field that is local. Deploy a virtual machine, new hyphen AG, then I have to provide the resource group name, VM name, location, and I have to provide the image, and I have to provide more others in case but these are the default, at least I need to provide, otherwise I can provide size and all those things as well. Manage additional resources, use dedicated commandless storage account, virtual network database. So each resources has the commands available. We can manage everything from the PowerShell. Automate scaling and configuration. So we can create the script to dynamically adjust resources based on the demand. For example, I want to some virtual machines should be stopped at night, right? So I can create some script, I can set up them in the automation account, and from the automation account I can schedule them to stop the virtual machine or start the virtual machine on a particular time or based on the events itself. So this is about this session, guys. Let's move on the Cloud Shell. So I am using Cloud Shell. Let me first tell you, in case you want to manage the Azure cloud from your laptop or any server, so you have to log in, you have to install the AG repository. Okay, so this is the command, install hyphen module hyphen name AG, and this will install the module. After that, you have to sign in. To sign in to the Azure, connect hyphen AG account is the command. Okay, and then we can check all the subscription. So what I will do, I will quickly switch to my Cloud Shell. This is the Azure portal. Okay, guys, let me close it and I will open it from again. So this is the Azure portal, and in Azure portal, you will see this icon Cloud Shell. So in this icon, you can open Cloud Shell directly on Azure. Okay, and when we open it directly on Azure, we can manage it, will automatically authenticated with the account which you have already logged in your portal. Okay, so now I am logged in. Now I want to see how many subscription I have. So I have to run get hyphen AG. AG is mandatory, and then the name of service which I want to check, that is get hyphen AG subscription. If I will press tab, it will also give me similar commands available in the Azure. See, get hyphen ag subscription, get hyphen ag subscription deployment operation. So all these commands are available. Okay. So I will be checking get hyphen ag subscription, and I have two subscription available with me. One is this one, and one is test hyphen subscription. I need to know in which subscription I am right now. So for that, I need to run get hyphen ag context. If I run this command, it will tell me that in which subscription I am in right now, and whatever resource I will be creating at this point of time, it will be created on this resource, this subscription. Okay. So this is very important. Whenever you are working on the Azure PowerShell, you have to be sure that you are on correct Azure subscription, so that whatever resources are being created or you are querying, you are getting that information. Okay. So there are, so as I said, select subscription is also one of the options. See right now, let me get hyphen ag subscription. Okay, so I have two subscription. I want to go inside this subscription, this subscription. So how can I go? Simply I need to select hyphen ag subscription. Okay, and then I have to give the subscription name and subscription name. So it is similar to AG context. See, when I'm selected, now I am in another subscription. Can you see it? Test hyphen AG. Let me run get hyphen AG context. Okay. See how many commands are with that name. Set get hyphen AG context xt. And if I run this, see, now I am in test subscription. Can you see? I want to go back to that another subscription. How can I go that? Get hyphen ag subscription. First, I will get the name. I will get the name of that subscription. Get this subscription. This is the name of that subscription. Or I even can go with the subscription ID. Let me go with the subscription ID. So I will copy the subscription ID and now set hyphen ag context context txt context hyphen subscription ID. I want to go with subscription ID. I will provide the subscription ID and then enter and see. Now I'm in the subscription. Let me run get hyphen ag context. Now I want to see what are the resource group available in this course. AGRESORC. Some spelling are being mistake. AG. Okay. See, these many resource groups are available in PowerShell for me. So this is about how to move the subscription. This type you can create the script and you can just run. For example, I want to check all the subscription and I want to go inside each subscription, and then I will be checking the resource group and their location. Okay. So if I run this command, similar way I have created a variable, and in this variable I'm fetching all the subscription. Then I'm using for each loop. I'm iterating the subscription, and now it will go one by one. It will go inside that subscription. It will tell you that I'm in that subscription. It will tell you what are the resource group inside that subscription, and then it will end. So let me run it. CLS, and then I will run. See, this is my script. See, it says what it says. It first went to now using subscription this. Okay, now it went to this subscription. Now it checked all the resource group. This is the resource group, this is the resource group, this is the location of each resource group, and then it went to another subscription. Now it went to another subscription, and that is disabled. Okay, that subscription disabled, and there is nothing is running there. So it did not fetch anything from there. In case I want to create a new resource group, how can I do? So see the simple command new hyphen ag resource this, and it will create. Let me create it. Okay. Let me create a new resource, but I have to first check in which AG I am. AG context. Because see, I'm in test subscription, so I cannot create any resources because this one is disabled. So I have to go to the my another subscription, get hyphen AG context, and this was the command. Okay, get hyphen AG context. Now I am in the correct subscription, Azure Learning. Okay, so I want to create a new resource group. Okay. New hyphen AG resource group hyphen RG hyphen demo, and location I have to provide. This is not created because of a policy. I have created a policy. I cannot create any resources here. Let me put Central India. It says allowed location only. Let me correct actually this Central India. I may need to correct the name. Okay, let me one of the RG Central India. See, this is created. If I will provide the correct location, so I have actually policy applied on my Azure subscription that none of the resource can be created in East US. That's why it was not created. So now it is created RG demo. If I go to this portal and if I check here, so RG demo must have created here. Let me go all resource groups. Oops. God. Go to resource groups and I can see RG demo is created there. Okay. So similar way we can do that. In case I want to create a virtual machine, I also can do that. I do not want to create it due to the charges. So this is the very simple command. I want to check all the resources across my subscription and I want to print them in a table and I want to export all those data in a CSV file. So how can I do that? So what I will do, I will go to the subscription. For each subscription, I will go inside and then I will be taking the details of subscription name, resource group and location of each resource group. Okay. So how can I do that? See, let me also print it dollar results. So it will also print it in uh, it will also print here in this script. So let me clear the screen and let me do this. See, this is the script. So when it is created, now result, see, result is created. What it did, it checked each subscription, resource group and their location. And if I go to ls, see, it also created a file there, ctemp. Actually, this is ctemp. So instead of that, what I can do, I can do I will simply do the name actually. I will because ctemp is not here in this cloud shell, right? So I have to provide the file name only. So simply to create Azure rgs.csv. See, now if I go ls, see Azure rg.csv. So this is way you might needed that you have to create a report with the different Azure resources, right? So this is the way you can create. So what I did, I created a default array list and now I have run my script that I will check each subscription. For each subscription, what I will be doing, it will be going each subscription one by one, then it will create name is equal to dollar name, rg is equal to, it created each resource name. So name variable took the name of that subscription, and rg's variable took the all resource group. Again, I have created a for each loop for rg. Each rg it will create a custom object, and that custom object would have three properties: subscription, resource group, and location. Okay, so subscription property name will contain the name of that resource here. Resource group will contain the name of that resource group which came from this command, and location will also keep the rg location which came from this command. Okay, and then what it will do, it will be adding that in the uh, list we have created at top. Okay, so this data will be filled in this one, and each time the loop will be created, this will be filled. At last, when the loop is ended, what will do, I am exporting all the data from this result to this, and it has created my data. So I hope it is clear to you. Another script is also there. I want to see that what are the VMs created inside my resource group. So let me check. So I have, this is my subscription. This is my production subscription. Actually, I have only one subscription. So this is my production subscription. And I want to know that what all VMs are running on my subscription. Okay. So what I will do, I will create a file now in Cloud Shell. Actually, this is not a way you also can create. So let me do one thing. Let me create a file. Touch, and I will write script.ps1. Okay, ls. Now I have script.ps1. Okay, what I will do, notepad script.ps1. Okay, notepad is not here, so I have to do some other command. How can I fill actually? Okay, let's do one thing. Let me create new script here. I have created this script. Okay, I will save it. I will save it at my desktop, and get VM details is the name of this script. Okay, it is saving here. Let me save it where let me save it. Get VM details. So how can I do? What I can do, that I can upload the script which I have just created. I will go and get VM details. This script I have created, uploaded. Okay, now I will run ls, ls, sorry, see, get VM details.ps1 is there. Now I will run this script, dot get VM details.ps1. This script running now, see, it says what it says. It says that working on production subscription this. Okay, this is the subscription it went, and now it says that how many VMs are there? There are two VMs. One is DC01, one is server 1. Okay. So in this way, guys, you can manage the Azure cloud with the help of PowerShell. It is very easy, and it will make your life very helpful to automate different tasks. Okay. There is generative AI. You can always ask that generative AI that please create a script for me based on your requirement. Then you have to validate that script, make sure the script is correct, it is not doing anything wrong, and based on that you can run the script in your environment. But yeah, make sure that script, you have to understand everything what exactly the script is doing. Anyway, this is for the day, guys. Thank you so much for your time. See you on next session.